Alright, everyone, welcome back to another episode. This time we are going to get started on Victory Road. So, last episode we finally managed to escape that tournament, and we did a few other small little stuff like finishing up the Sylveons, or not Sylveon, excuse me. We pet a Sylveon to finish up the petting all the evolution side quest, and in this episode we are going to get started on Victory Road. So I did say I was going to change up my team, so let me just think about what that exactly entails for me. I was thinking of maybe slotting an Aegislash, because it is just a busted Pokemon, but I don't know who I would really replace. Maybe Metagross, I guess? Oh, excuse me. Yawning. Okay. Let's see. Is there any? I guess Mimikyu, maybe. Because I realized Togekiss. Honestly, I'm going to admit, I think my Lodic is kind of meh. I was expecting more out of it. Maybe that was just me being hopeful. Like, realistically, you should just stack your team with, like, a bunch of pseudos, maybe. Or, like, a normal person have Trick Room. Like, Sharpedo is really good, obviously. Due to speed boost, Destiny Bond shenanigans. Actually, should I just use it instead, actually? Well, whatever. I'll stick with this team. I feel like that's going to be a mistake for sure. Let me just check something, though. Main thing I realized, actually, about my team, specifically, is that I don't actually have the best way of dealing with certain types, like water types, with my team. So that is a consideration. I want to see what moves I can use to possibly deal with that, because water types are pretty good defensively. So Thunderbolt can be learned by my Naganadel. Okay. Then what about a grass type move? Energy Ball, no one. Okay. I think I have Giga Drain in here. If I don't, then I only really got two ways, or really one way. Grass Knot. That is not the greatest move. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't have a real way of dealing with water types on my team. That is a slight concern, I realized. Well, whatever. I guess we'll roll. Oh yeah. What I got for now. Yeah. That's alright. Hey, okay. Alright. Let's fly back to Victory Road and get this show started. Alright. So let's just save before I head in. Alright. So the first section coming up here is referred to as Logic Puzzle 1. You see shortly why. In this first hub area and entrance area, you can encounter Aggron, Gigalith, Bisharp, Alakazam, Exploud, Rapidash, Shiftry, Jinx, Ditto, Nidoking, Luxray, and Absol. So this, as you can see, this is a very interesting encounter table, especially with, you can counter whole ass Alakazam, for instance. And a Nidoking as well, and Gigalith, right? Some of the other trait evolutions and stuff like that. Normally you can't encounter these in the wild in any mainline Pokemon game, but in Reborn you can. And then lastly is the Ditto. This is pretty important because up until now you could not find Ditto naturally, and the only way you could obtain it previously is through an event, which hopefully you did along with me. So yeah, so here you can get a Ditto. So if you for, I don't know, IV training or breeding, you can get like a 0-speed Ditto and breed that. That's what I did. It took a while to find a Ditto like that. I'm surprised I managed to find one, and that's what I did in my previous playthrough. Man, breeding in my previous playthrough was a real pain in the ass, which is why I'm using debug mode, because this is meant to be more of a walkthrough. And I mean, breeding gets really easy now with the incubator, but having a Ditto now can really speed it up if you can catch one here and just make a Trick Room team. So that's fun stuff. But anyway, in this first room there are actually some hidden items. Hyper Potion, HP up. And a big nugget. Alright. So when we walk in here, we'll get that flashing animation. That flashing animation and sound indicates that there's a spirit on this area or map that you're in. So we'll deal with that later. So right now we want to head up here and to the right actually. Oh, okay. There we go. There's a protein over here. And if we head all the way up here, if you talk to this map, you're given a quick preview of the room. And so you can see we have some characters on the other side. So what you want to do now is push this boulder onto this pressure pad. Alright. With that, we learned how to progress through the victory road in this game. So, just gonna head up on over here this way. Let's see. Oh, okay. Gonna get this again. You might have seen the blue body there. That was a spirit. I think this is the way I have to go, right? Because I can't, Okay, yeah. Alright, Blake will also throw icicles at you. Fun time. Alright. Now we want to enter this next room at the top here. Oh, see, there's a spirit there. We'll deal with that eventually. Alright. The silver shard is there because I already beaten this puzzle before. I will actually show you how to beat this first one here. There's an ice gem here as well. I think there's another one item down here, but I can't actually reach that quite yet. Alright. Alright, and here comes a fun thing. This will be the first of many logic puzzles that we'll have to do. I will do this first one legitimately, and then I will simply tell you the solutions for the other ones, because I do not feel like logically going through every single one of these, but I will show you that it is doable. It just takes a bit of time and thinking about it. So, one thing that almost all the puzzles will share, no, not almost, every logic puzzle will share, is this first, I guess, clue that no two crystals will ever share the same quality. This is very important because it means everything has a certain place it must be. There's no confusion about that. Hardness of ruby is 7, so that is a straight up clue that you should just use. Ruby is larger than amethyst, but not the largest. So you have to compare it to amethyst and then compare it to the others. Amethyst purity is middling, so that's another direct clue. Pure gem is medium size. You don't know which gem is pure yet, but you'll be able to figure out through the other clues. Emerald is less pure than ruby, but more pure than sapphire. So this tells you 3 of the 4 gems. There's only 4 associated with these puzzles that correspond to, well, Reborn's colors. Smallest gem is also the softest. This is important. Sapphire's hardness is less than emerald's, and the largest gem also is the least pure. So what I recommend is well, anyway, these screens here, this is size, hardness, and purity. So there's only 3 categories for this one. It'll increase as we go on, and what I meant by 2 not being the same, for instance, push red here and blue here, that is not possible. It has to be like staggered like so, so that none share the same quality as such. Alright, let's put these back now. So what you want to start off with are the clues in which they directly told you information, and there you can figure it out. So ruby is 7 and amethyst is middling. So where is hardness? Alright, so this is 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we just push ruby to the 8th or 7th position, excuse me. Then purity, I should be looking for middling, so amethyst is middling as such. And now you'll have to start logically deducing which one is which, because they could only be one at a time. Not check solutions, instructions already know. So we know that ruby is larger than amethyst, but it is not the largest. So any details about amethyst you need to cross-check, which isn't here. Alright, fun. The pure gem is medium-sized. Emerald is less pure than ruby, but more pure than sapphire. So see, here they mentioned pure twice, and there's also here as well. So there's 3 details about pure, right? So you should be able to solve it from there because it mentions multiple gems. Alright, so if emerald is less pure than ruby, but more pure than sapphire, and the largest gem is also... largest gem is the least pure. Okay. Okay, well, let's see. So emerald, less pure than ruby. Alright, I'm going to take a picture with my phone because I don't want to keep going back because I can't remember all these words. Alright. Alright, so if emerald is less pure than ruby... Yes, we already dealt with one of these, right? So emerald is less pure than... So let's assume ruby is that, right? So emerald has to be here or here, where I'm standing. But we also need to note that largest gem is the least pure. Right, if we assume that, is there anything else about size here? The smallest gem is also the softest. We haven't determined anything about hardness quite yet. Ruby is larger than amethyst, but it is not the largest. Okay. So at most it can be here. the pure gem is medium sized. We haven't figured out that yet. Oh. And I remember doing this legitimately last time. I'm having a bit of a brain fart, not gonna lie. Largest gem is at least pure. Okay, well, it's all based off of what I think this will be. Alright, let's think. Does this all match up? So, amethyst purity is middling. That is correct. Pure gem is medium sized. We don't know that yet. Pure gem is medium sized. So, sapphire would be medium. Alright, so ruby cannot be there. But ruby is larger than amethyst, so it has to be here. So that must mean sapphire goes here, because it's medium sized and also pure. So emerald is less pure than ruby. Okay. But more pure than sapphire. Ah. So if that's the case, then this one is switched like so. Okay, so and then that means the pure gem is medium sized, so that would be here. And then ruby is larger than amethyst, but it's not the largest, alright. Emerald is less pure than ruby, but more pure than sapphire. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, I think this purity chart is correct here, what I have. So let's now cross-check with size. The largest gem... Alright, we haven't figured that out yet. Sapphire's hardness. Sapphire's hardness is less than emerald's hardness. Okay, well, we gotta go back here. So the pure gem is medium sized. Okay, alright, so this lines up. So this is size, right? So ruby is larger than amethyst, but is not the largest. Okay, so it's here. So it has to be there, so sapphire must be over here. Yes. Okay, the largest gem now is the least pure. Okay, yep, that lines up. And then medium is pure. Yes. And then amethyst is smaller than ruby, but ruby is not the largest. Yes. Alright, so now we have to deal with hardness. Hardness of ruby is 7. Yep. Ruby, okay. The smallest gem is also the softest. Alright, so that means amethyst goes here. Then sapphire's hardness is less than emerald's hardness. Alright, so I'm going to assume it's like so then, because they can't share qualities, and so sapphire has to go in between ruby and amethyst. So alright, I think this is the solution. Alright, there you go. That's how you're going to do every single puzzle from now on. At least for these logic puzzles. There's a couple of other puzzles which are a bit of brain work as well. What is this? One blue shard? Okay, cool. I think there's another hidden item down here. I think we'll pick that up later though, because we have a spirit to take on. Our first spirit. Yeah, alright, let's save here. Let me think about what Pokemon I want to bring in here. Let's think. I obviously know what I'm going to go up against here, so I'm just quickly searching up what type of advantage I could muster up before I start the battle. Excuse me. Alright, yeah, I figured. Alright, let's put in Nagana down. Save. Let's talk. Alright, so it seems like our first spirit is Wandering Spirit Diana on the Holy Field. Singles. The first Pokemon up here is a Rotom Wash, holding a Magical Seed, Levitate, Modest Nature, Perfect IVs, and EVs. I think that's... I'm not actually sure. Let me check. I won't put them up on the side because these aren't like proper named characters, to be honest. Ooh, what in the world is going on this page? Alright, Wandering Spirit Diana here. Electric Water, Rotom Wash, Levitate, Modest Nature, holding a Magical Seed, Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp, and Hidden Power as its moves. With 120 in defense, max special attack, max special defense, and perfect IVs. Alright. Dragon Pulse, it's boosted. Hopefully this is enough. Okay, might be a little bit over. Next up is Dragonite here, holding a Leftovers, Dragon Flying type, multi-scale as its ability, Adamant Nature with the moves Dragon Claw, Extreme Speed, Fire Punch, Rock Slide, with max attacks, 4 in defense, max speed, and perfect IVs. Alright, well, GG's. Nagana probably goes down here. Alright, let's see. Okay. This is a fairly standard team she's got here. If I go Ice Shard here... yeah, it's fine. I shouldn't go down to that. Okay, up next here is her Alakazam, Psychic type, holding a Magical Seed with the ability Magic Guard, and then Modest Nature with the move Psychic, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball, and Energy Ball. That has max special attack, 4 in defense, max speed, and perfect IVs. So it's really gonna go for Psychic here, so... Metagross. Alright, we'll probably go for Shadow Ball next. Send Headbutt, Earth... let's go with this. Focus Blast, interesting. Did not get an attack boost, that's very sad. Alright, up next is her Superior, Grass type, contrary as its ability, a Timid Nature with an Assault Vest, holding, with the moves Leaf Storm, Dragon Pulse, Hidden Power, Fire, and Knockoff. Oh, I forgot to mention her Rotom Wash's Hidden Power is Ice. As for its EVs, it has 4 in defense, max special attack, and max speed with perfect IVs. Alright, so this thing is going to go for Hidden Power Fire here. Oh, it goes for Knockoff. Alright, well, that works out still in my favor. Alright, the contrary boost denied. Alright, up next is her Scizor Bug Steel. Technician has its ability, Adamant Nature, holding a Life Orb with the move Swords Dance, Bullet Punch, Bug Bite, and Quick Attack. Has max attack, 4 in special defense, max speed, and perfect IVs. Okay, that was really weird. The music like reset itself for some reason. Oh wow, that I probably knocked myself out here. Yeah. Alright, I know what her final Pokemon is. I should be fine sending in my Togekiss here. Alright, last but not least is her Weavile, Dark Ice, with Pressure as its ability, a Jolly Nature holding a Life Orb with the moves Taunt, Ice Punch, Dark Slash, and Low Kick. Oh wait, I actually might be screwed. It has max attack, 4 in defense, max speed, and perfect IVs. Did I put everything into HP? No, I put okay. I might just get one shot here. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Alright, well, send it on my logic then. Let's put in Toxic. Okay, fine. Go Surf. Alright, 1 out of 25. That wasn't too bad. Your Pokemon also get healed up. I completely forgot about that. After the battle, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Also, one thing to note is that you won't encounter Pokemon in the logic puzzle rooms, so... yeah, cool stuff. Let me check something now. Really quick. Did I... excuse me. Right, so... yeah, okay, so Big Dirt tells you about the puzzle we already got to work, so he tells you about it, and blah blah blah. His hints are straightforward. Yeah, he used a spreadsheet, putting these steps, yep. Grab the hidden special tech. Okay, I grabbed that. Alright, and then I think... in this next area... alright, I'm actually going to end the episode here because I want to keep it segmented so you know how to do all the puzzles. Yeah, because the next section will be called the first rail puzzle, so we are not going to do that yet. I'm sorry if it seems a bit weird, but this is how I want to do it because I don't want to combine everything into one thing. Ooh. Ouch. Oh, it knocks you back too. Alright, whoops. Alright, let's reset because I don't want to take that damage. Alright, well, I'll probably record the next section right after this. So, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all later.